Hey everyone, it's Jen. Thank you so much for joining me today. Today I have some project shares for the DIY art bin store on AliExpress. I will link the dies that I'm using in my description box down below. Actually, I made 3 different projects and all of these die sets are under one listing, so there'll only be one listing in the description box. But if you click on that and then click on the options, you'll be able to see all 3 different ones. So this is the card that DIY art bin store sends you, just a little identification kind of thing. And yeah, so these dies, like I said, they're all very similar. The first one comes like this, and I didn't pop out some pieces, sorry about that. But this is like a cookie die set and like pine branches as well. The example on the website shows them kind of like in a cascading like pine branch, and then the cookies interspersed among that. But I did mine a little bit differently. I just made some like cookies to use as embellishments, and they're really cute size. They're layering pieces. Like this is the base piece of the Santa cookie, and then this cuts out all the individual pieces that you can layer on top. There's a cute gingerbread man, there's a heart with the icing or, chocolate dripping or whatever. There's snowflakes, and there's a tiny snowflake cookie. This one goes on top of this one as a layering piece. There are a couple peppermints that are embossed, and then the pine sprigs and faces for the gingerbread guy, or face layering pieces. So let me just show you the ones that I made. And like I said, they're all individual embellishments. So what I did was I cut the base piece out of almond cream paper from Basil, and then I also cut it out of some tan foam that I had gotten at, I think this one was from Michael's because it was Creatology. So yeah, I cut it out of the almond cream paper, and then I inked the edges with Vintage Photo Distress Oxide before I glued it onto the foam. And then I cut out the layering pieces in white glitter paper, glued those on. And then I used diamond dots for the buttons, and I used a Nuvo drop for the center of the bow tie. And I think I used 2 different size circles for the eyes, but that's okay. Cookies aren't perfect, right? And then this one is the heart, which is really, really cute, I think. And of course, you can use that for Valentine's Day or any occasion. It doesn't have to be Christmas. So I did use Nuvo drops again. This Nuvo drops that I use, the red one, I really do like it. It's the Dream Drop, so it has kind of like a iridescent, well, not even iridescent. It's like a kind of a, well, I think that's what they call it. It has a shimmer to it, and it's kind of like a yellowy shimmer. I don't know how to describe it, but anyway, the color is Rudolph's Nose. So I like to use this a lot for Christmas projects or anything I need red Nuvo drops for. So the Santa, again, cut out with the white glitter paper for the layering pieces. I used the Nuvo drops for his nose, and yeah, that was it for that one. For the snowflake, I used a diamond dot and Nuvo drops. And then for this tiny snowflake cookie, it doesn't have a layering piece, but I used white Nuvo drops for the center and plopped on a pink diamond dot. And then I used Lawn Fawn clear glaze for the highlights there. And that is, I've shown it before. I have it in both clear and sparkle. That's what they look like. I think I got them from scrapbook.com. They're really great to add little touches of glossy accents. If you want to use glossy accents, it does the same thing, but it has like a little pen top, so it's easy to control. So for that, I used the clear one. And then I just cut out the sprigs and some white glitter paper as well. So these will be ready to go on a project. And I'd love to have embellishments ready so I don't have to, do everything from scratch when I'm making something. So that's the first project. Okay, the second one is this die set, and this is so cute. It's got a teapot, and then it has a cupcake and cookies to go alongside it. It has a little like knitted hat to go on top of the teapot, and also a scarf, which is adorable just to dress it up for winter. And then the cupcake has the whipped cream top. There are more pine sprigs. This is the same kind of gingerbread guy as the other one, but just a little smaller. Same kind of cookie. There's a little marshmallow on a stick with a topping for that. This I think is like a package or something. I didn't use it. It's got the little peppermints again, base layering pieces for the gingerbread guy, and yeah, circles for layering pieces. So I made a card for this one, and I think it came out really, really cute. This is an A2 size card, and as you can see, I made it a pastel Christmassy card. I used some pink shimmer paper from Michael's for the teapot, and these sweatery looking papers, they're from a new paper pad from Lawn Fawn, and I thought it was perfect for these elements of the teapot. And then I put some like thick pink thread on the top where the pom-pom is, and just glued that on. The little gingerbread guy, isn't he cute? I just did the different layering pieces in different colors, and there's the marshmallow on a stick, and I did use some of that clear glaze on the top just to give it a little bit of shine. And then for the cupcake, I used some white and pink snowflake paper, and for the dots on the cupcake, I used both the sparkle and the clear glazes from Lawn Fawn. And this Happy Holidays and the puppy stickers are from Rosie's Studio. I had ordered those a few years ago from the Rosie's Studio website. I forget what collection it is, but one of their past Christmas collections. And this paper, I think it's from Michael's paper pad from a few years ago. And then I used white glitter paper for the snow on the bottom, and just used like a border die in my stash. And this die here I use all the time. It's a penny black zigzag stackers, and I think it's a great die for the front of an A2 size card. So I think that's all I had to tell you. Let me give you some dimensions, which I didn't do in the last one. But the teapot itself is, with the hat on, it's about 2 1/4 inches, and then wide it's about 2 1/2 inches. And the cupcake is not even 1 1/2 inches tall by about 1 inch or so inches wide. And the little gingerbread guy, he's about 1 inch by 3/4 of an inch. So nice sizes to put on a card, or, use as embellishments on tags and stuff like that. While I'm thinking of it, let me measure the cookies, because I did not do that before. You might be wondering how big they are. So Santa he is 1 3/8 inches long, and then wide he's about 1 1/8. And then this gingerbread guy is almost 1 5/8 inches long, and then 1 1/4 inches wide. And the other things are basically, same scale. So as you can see, the gingerbread guys are the same, but this one is bigger. All right, so that's my second project. And my last project for today is the last die set, which is this one. Oh, okay. This is a really cute cupcake with a lot of the same elements as the last few die sets. So you've got the Santa, there's no gingerbread here, but there's snowflake cookies, there's a big peppermint, which is really cute. The cupcake wrapper is stitched, which I like a lot. Here's another marshmallow pop. This one's bigger. I had to take this out because to cut out the circle, you have to get that die out of the middle there. Let's see. Yeah, just a bunch of layering pieces. I'll show you what I made. Some candies. This, I think... Oh, this is supposed to be a pine cone, and I think that's a ribbon on the pine cone. I didn't use those in my project, but you'll see them on the website if you want an example of what that comes out like. So this one I made a tag, again with the pastel theme, and I really like how it came out. This is probably my favorite project I made today. So I used a charcuterie board tag die from Erica, Scrap Diva Designs. I love to use that as a tag, and especially when I have a food themed project. I think it just goes really well. So that's the cupcake, and I use lots of those dots of the glaze from Lawn Fawn. I also used some pink Nouveau drops on this one as well. And I just glued on a tiny pink pom-pom on the top, the Santa and the snowflake cookie. I didn't do any inking on this one just because it was so pastel. I didn't think it needed it. So I cut everything out of white, just plain white paper, and some pink glitter paper. And the cupcake wrapper is textured aqua wrapper. As you can see, it embosses those lines and then cuts out a stitched background. So the cupcake itself, including the pom-pom, that's about 2 3/8 inches long and not quite 2 inches across. And then the cookies are, you know, a little bit smaller than the other ones. That Santa's about 1 inch by 7/8 of an inch. And the snowflake is about 7/8 of an inch. Yeah. And then all the little goodies around it, the little marshmallow. And if you could see, the marshmallow from the Teapot one is smaller than this one. I love the peppermint that it cuts out. It cut out really well and so easy. You know, cut the stripes out of one color and then the circle out of the back out of a different color, and you have an instant peppermint. And I cut out the sprigs in several different colors just to, like, you know, intersperse them around. And the candies I cut out of the glitter paper. The background paper is another one from Michael's, I believe. And then I've tied on a ribbon for my stash, and this is also from Erica in her Christmas shaker plate die set. So as you can see, this Santa is smaller than the first one that I showed you. Same for the cookie. Cookie's a little bit smaller. The Santa's even smaller than that. So super cute, right? Ho 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 is also from the Rosie Studio collection I was talking about before. And yeah, that's my third project. I must say DIY Art Bin Store did send me more dies, but I'm not going to promote them because I am not sure about the copyright of the art that was used for them. I've been told by a few people that some of the designs that I've been showing were not theirs to use. So I'm not going to show those, and this will probably be my last DIY art bin project, but I was pretty sure that these were original art. I'm sorry if they're not, but I don't want to have to worry about that when I'm doing design team work. I'm not going to be promoting things like that. So anyway, I will link these below because I do think they're adorable, and that's why I decided to make these, but I'm not going to promote the other ones. So we'll leave it at that. Anyway, I hope you like my projects, and please stick around. I'll have more crafty projects coming and hauls and all that other good stuff. So thanks so much for watching. If you have any questions, please leave them below, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.